lot of things narcissists and toxic people try to do is that they throw their hand, meaning that they did something tragic to you, and instead of taking responsibility for it, they would gaslight you and play victim and act like you caused everything. And then they would create a relationship where they basically try and bond with you by saying, "Oh no, it's okay," or those type of things. Anyways, let's get started. Hello, Zodiacal Barbies. Um, One thing I noticed is that with us Zodiacal Barbies is that a lot of people, specifically, I noticed that with people who are in your inner circle, whether it's your friends, your sometimes your coworkers, your relationship, they try to put some of them who are not good for you, try to put you down, and hate when you're up, and then they try to play victim to it if you call them out. So on the so I'm going to kind of give you an example of some of these. So let's say like you have been working on a promotion, right? And your husband, he's been supportive and whatnot until you got a promotion and make a higher salary, whatever. And all of a sudden he has an attitude, and then he's over here trying to make slick jokes and whatever. And you call him out on it, and he's like, "Oh, why are you making it such a big issue? It's not that big of a deal. You need to calm down. Don't you know how much this is hurting my feelings?" You see how they use a tactic of what's I call it? They basically trying to make it seem like you created a problem when in reality you're calling them out. Two, they basically try to say like how you make them feel in that circumstances, when they know that's how you feel. And so they try to switch the roles so you can feel bad and think you as a villain when in reality you are not. Also too, I think that with friends, and by the way, look at my video of red flags and friendship, when they try to put you down in front of a guy or whatever, or they try to make an insecure comment like for example, let's say you have hobbies and your friend wants you to do something for them, but you're like, "Oh no, I have to garden, I have to work out, and you have to shower, whatever," and your friend's like, "Oh, who has time for those things?" And you call them out like, "Hey, that was a little rude. Why did you say like that?" And they're like, "Oh, what do you mean? Oh, you're being dramatic, or you're being very cautious." You see what I'm saying here? As exotical Barbies, you're very precious, you're very beautiful, and you are intelligent, and you have like a lot of privilege. You really, really do. And because of that, you're gonna have a lot of enemies that would try to become friends with you or try to be in a relationship with you, because your currency is your presence is their currency. Also too, they want to you're like a famous person to them. But also too, like that, people use exotic Barbies as objects. So you need to be aware, because just like how little kids, they can't really take care of, expensive products. A lot of these people, your so-called friends, they don't care about you. In fact, they would put you in a dumpster. I don't know why I brought up the kid in a product thing. I'm sorry. But anyways, so with that being said, they would try to do these things. So that's why they try to be friends with you. That's why they want to be close with you. And because they probably get them opportunities, like for example, like the guy, like I brought up earlier and whatnot, your presence may cause, like for example, like, oh, like let's say he brings you over to his job or whatever, and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, your wife is so beautiful. How you get someone like that? Oh, you probably are. You might be very intelligent, because how you got that exotic Barbie or whatever." You know what I'm saying? So, or like your friend, she thinks she can gain something if she's around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably learned like some of your quote unquote beauty secrets, even though she'll never try them, or she like feel like she owned you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, she's from someone like you, you know what I'm saying? Like, how's she from someone like you? Like, those type of things, whatever. So you need to be knowledgeable of these type of things, because they will try to abuse you in that sense, where they taking up your time. They feel like they own your time, your presence. They be like, oh, okay, do you want to go out with me and do this and whatnot? You're probably like, oh no, I just want to sit down and relax. And they get you see how they get violently upset with you. They be like, oh, you just don't like me or whatever. Like, or for example, like, hey, you want to go out to the club or whatever, put your best dress on or whatever. They kind of use you to get their way into VIPs or whatever. You're probably like, oh no, I just want to go back home and watch Gilmore Girls. They get very upset at you. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, you don't care about my friendship. Don't fall for that. Do not fall for that. In fact, if you see that, I would say as far as leave that friendship, leave that man, leave those things alone, okay? Because they would try to use you for your access, okay? Because your time is precious. Your presence is currency. You're basically a famous person, as in Zalko Barbie. I know many people gonna be like, oh, that's very egotistical of you. That's very shallow of you. No one's thinking of you like that. But it's true. It's very true. And the reason I'm giving you this advice and whatnot, not only to give you you need peace, you need to have a soft life, or whatever. This can protect you from potential harm, because some of these people go as far as to try to make you not here on this earth anymore, or to physically, Anyways, tell me what you think. Is there more to this? When I say more to this, I mean is there any other examples what they do to you? You know what I'm saying? Throw they rock and hide their hand. Have the ever happened to you? Tell your story. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye, Sarko Barbies.